order to better understand which are the vulnerabilities in the information environment for armed forces, NATO Stratcom COE, in cooperation with a military exercise, conducted an experiment where we targeted soldiers and different units to try to see which kind of data could we get and what kind of behaviors could we influence. And what we saw is that a malicious actor would be able to collect significant amounts of data and would probably be able to influence the behaviors of armed forces. There is a greater need for us to work with armed forces to make sure that they protect themselves, to make sure that they increase their level of defenses, that they reduce their vulnerabilities, so they are more prepared to face antagonists in the social media environment. And we've looked at several different aspects that we've seen that they need to address. Simply removing soldiers' phones isn't the only solution. While it is very important that in certain situations we remove the phones in a tactical and an operational environment, we also need to be aware that this creates additional risks. Risks such as opening up soldiers for impersonation attacks, for hijacking their online identities. But we also need to realize that in a hybrid setting, we are not able to take the soldiers' phones for an extensive period of time. If we have a conflict that rages for 4 or 5 years, of course we're not able to take and keep phones. So we need to address this issue from other perspectives as well. We need to create a safer environment, and one of the ways we can do this is to continuously educate soldiers on how to protect themselves online, but also to create trainings that enable the soldiers to teach and educate their own families, to create more of an inclusive, safe environment for soldiers and their families. Because the weakest link usually that's exploited by these malicious actors are the family links. Because individual soldiers might have a high level of understanding, they might have a high privacy protection, they might not bring their phones on mission. But their family might not have the same understanding of security or privacy settings, which creates risks for soldiers and for families. So we need to work more broadly on this issue.